Hi everybody, my name is Melanie Cebular. I'm Penelope's mom and I am the one who has made her this GoFundMe account. I wanted to make this video to go along with her GoFundMe account because I do realize that I did write out a lot for her story that's attached to this, and I am also starting to be more aware that there are a lot more people out there that would rather listen or watch instead of reading, so I just wanted to add this as an alternative. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read what I wrote and what's going on with Penelope and what we are trying to achieve starting her GoFundMe account. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it for you guys. Firstly, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to read and consider, and in this case listen and consider, supporting our sweet baby girl. Whether that be through donation, sharing Penelope's story, or simply through prayer and positive thoughts for P and our family, it really does mean the world to us. Our precious Penelope was born March 10th, 2019, our first little girl after 4 handsome little guys. She was 6 pounds, 3 ounces of pure perfection and loved so much by so many. We started to notice a few weeks after Penelope's birth that sometimes her eyes would shake quickly, and as most newborns do, her eyes seemed to have trouble focusing. At this time, we weren't too concerned, but we brought it up to the pediatrician at her 1-month appointment. The pediatrician felt at this time everything looked normal, but of course we kept an eye on things. As we started approaching her 2nd month, we still noticed her eye movement and that she still was struggling to make eye contact, but again, the pediatrician still felt everything was okay. Her pupils were reacting to light. He agreed that they were having trouble focusing, but because of her age, it could still be normal. It wasn't until her 3-month checkup that we were able to finally get the pediatrician to agree that something could be going on. Unfortunately, in our area, there is only one pediatric ophthalmologist, and the wait was going to be about a month. Let me tell you, that was seriously the hardest month of our lives. To sit and worry and wonder if there was something wrong and what it would be. As we inched closer to her 4th month of life, it was very clear to our family that something was going on, and we were just trying to prepare ourselves for the news that we would receive at her upcoming appointment with the eye doctor. On July 19th, 2019, we were finally able to be seen by the pediatric ophthalmologist. My mother drove out to watch the boys so that Drew, my husband, could come with us. The appointment was 3 hours long with 2 different exams. The first portion of the exam was to look at the outside of her eyes, which looked great, and we knew this because of our pediatrician not feeling like anything was wrong. The second portion of the exam, they needed to dilate her eyes to look into her retinas. This was the scariest part. I felt like we were holding our breath the entire time the doctor was looking into her eyes. Sorry, I get kind of emotional reading this part almost every time. I grasped Drew's hand tightly as the doctor turned back on the lights and sighed. I will never forget those next words that she said to us. I wish I had good news to tell you, but I don't. Our hearts instantly sunk. She then went on to tell us that Penelope's maculas, which is the part of the eye in the retina that controls her central vision, was being affected by dark pigment around them called lacunae. She let us know that at this time there is no name for her condition and that it could be genetically related. She also let us know that she is more than likely severely visually impaired, if not legally blind, due to this defect. Right now we are still waiting for our big appointment up at Dornbecker's in Portland. That will be in December. They will be doing a full genetic panel as well as an ERG, which will tell us a little more about what Penelope may be able to see or not see. The good news is that all the other parts of her eyes seem to be healthy, and we are hopeful that she does have light and shadow perception, but we really won't know the full extent of her vision until she can vocalize that herself. We have been taking our time now, processing, researching, and just becoming more familiar with her condition And I am absolutely amazed, you guys, like seriously, how incredible the blind and visually impaired community has been. They are so resourceful, so helpful, and it's just nice to know that I have a community to help us along this new journey that we're on now with Penelope. So anyways, one night when I was up researching macular disorders, I stumbled across a doctor in Canada who is making great strides in helping people with very similar conditions as Penelope's. After a ton of prayer and of course more research, I decided to give the doctor in Canada a call. He chatted with me a while about Penelope's condition and felt confident that he could treat her. This is obviously not a cure, but if he can help her see in any way, shape, or form, then that is more than worth it to me and to our family to be able to give Penelope that chance to see any better than she can. Honestly, I don't think I could live with myself knowing that there was a possibility to help her in any way and not taking that chance. So the downside is that this is not going to be covered by our insurance and is going to be pricey. We already have our first treatment scheduled for October 7th through 9th, in good faith that we will come up with the funds needed to go. It is not easy for our family to ask for help financially, but in this situation and for Penelope, we are putting our pride aside and asking for any and all support to get us to our goal. So each treatment will be about $5,000, and we estimate she'll need to go 3 to 4 times for the first year of treatment, and then 1 to 2 times a year for maintenance afterwards, depending on how well she is progressing with her treatment. We would really love to reach our goal of $20,000 to ensure that we will be able to afford her first year and most critical year of treatment. We will also be documenting our whole journey to Canada and updating frequently about Penelope's progress on our YouTube channel. We would love for you all to follow along with us there as well. Again, our family thanks you so much for taking a moment of your day to read or listen to Penelope's story and supporting Penelope's fight for sight, no matter how that may look. We appreciate it immensely. I'm sorry, I just kind of had to read through that. But I did record this already once before and it ended up being really long, and I'm trying to keep this shorter and not get emotional, which is really hard to do, obviously, but we sincerely thank you guys. Please donate if you can, and if you can't, please share Penelope's story and follow along with us so you guys can watch her progress. Alright guys, I hope everybody's having an amazing day, and we will definitely be keeping you posted on this new journey that we're on. We will see you guys in the next video update, hopefully with some amazing news to share about Penelope's first treatment. Thank you all again, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.